Yesterday, Blizzard released the 11.1 patch for World of Warcraft, Undermined. We spent all day in there, so let's see how it went. Now, before we even entered the game, I got myself familiar with the brand new campsites feature. Here we go. Campsites at the top. You can customize your campsite. I don't even remember this was available in the last one. Randomize from your favorites. Oh, mate, I just do random. This is cool. This is cool. I like this little thing, you know, log in. A little bit different. Nothing really great is coming from this, but fine. I'm all right with it. I then headed to the vault for one final time. I know there's probably nothing I can get from this anymore that makes a difference, but I did kill Queen Anseric on Mythic a week before, and it's been a long time since I did a reclear, so I wanted to try my luck and see if there was anything in there. Nah, we got nothing. We got nothing. Although apparently Gale of Shadows is actually supposed to be a better trinket for me. This has been removed from the game? So what happens if I pick it? I can't. Oh. I thought I might be able to get a quick upgrade from the raid. Bindmaster's Web would have been good. Like I said, all the weapons. Nah, let's just collect the tokens and we'll do with them something at some point. Now, I was a little bit confused because I was told with regards to currency, all of my undercoins, all of my restored coffer keys would completely disappear. And all of my crests, which I had thousands of, I did so many dungeons this tier, would all be converted into money. I ended up with no extra gold, and I still had all of my undercoin and restored coffer keys. So wherever I got that advice, it was definitely wrong. I know that heading into a new zone means you're going to be picking up loads of random items, so I had one final bag clear out. Things have changed. I love how I've been on it for an hour and I haven't been in Undermine yet. I've been in an entire hour on the game and I've not been inside the Undermine yet. I'm just preparing to go in. And so we finally started the story. Come on, guys, though. Listen, mate. I'm loaded. I got a BOE last season. I'll cover your toll booth, Sonny. I'll cover your toll booth. Okay. It looks very much like the Ringing Deeps, right? This still looks like the Ringing Deeps right now. Nothing's really changed. And after a few more quests, clear away the rot. It's Black Blood. See, I think this is all the stuff from Ashkahet again, mate. Exactly the same stuff. But then the storyline started to gain some momentum. Ooh. Cutscene. We like a cutscene. Is that it? That was 2 seconds long. I put the mouse down for that. 2-second cutscene. Like, what's the point? But about 2 minutes later, we got a cutscene that was worth it. I did read this before. It was like the instructions. Are we going in there now? Jeez, we made it. How long did it take me to get down here? 1.5 hours. Now, I am a bit of a completionist, and the very first thing I decided to do in the Undermine was try and catch a local battle pet called the Underroach. And then I was whisked away on my first hot rod ride to the Intercontinental Hotel. Okay, we're passenger right now. We're passenger. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves.
Stop the Intercontinental Hotel. Goblins of all sorts congregate there. It's a great place to get the latest word.
Undermine smells worse than I remember. Was it always this suffocating?
And when I stepped foot inside the hotel, it suddenly hit me how much fun stuff we got to look forward to. Oh, there's so many things around here. Oh, there's so much to do. Oh, I'm excited. Bro, we got all day of playing this. I can't wait. I can't wait. When it came to picking a faction, I had absolutely no idea what the differences were between them. I saw one with the word alchemy in it. I'm an alchemist on this character. Well, that is as simple as my choice became. I'm hoping the implications of that aren't bad. Acquires its resources. You want a knife, find a book club. You want to build something, venture card. Let's go for the alchemy one. Let's go for Steam Weedle. After selecting my faction, I thought I'd step outside and try my hands at a brand new world quest. Okay, what's this? Ride the rocket board and... oh, it's another camera one. It's a camera one. How have they fooled me with that? Oh, no. Ah, they always find a way to sneak it in, don't they? They always find a way. Get on board the rocket board. I'm thinking I'm going to go racing around, and no, I'm taking pictures again. Now, at the bottom of the new starting area, you're going to find a delve called Excavation Site 9. I'm a big fan of delves. I love doing them. I love having a bit of solo gameplay, which I can go along and do. And I'm pretty geared this season, so I went ahead and tried out a tier 11 delve. Especially with the addition of brands now having a tank role, I thought it would be cool to try it out, see how we got on. But unfortunately, it wasn't working. I think it was just this delve. We tried it on another one later on, and it was absolutely fine. But for whatever reason, Bran didn't have any moves. He wouldn't tank. Even when I tried healing, he didn't work. And so, yeah, the delve was a little bit chalked. But despite Bran being absolutely useless, I still managed to clear the highest tier level 11 delve without any help, which I was pretty proud of. Who needs Bran? Huh? Who needs Bran? Jesus! Come on! Level 11! Level 11! Don't need him. I did try out the next delve, the side street sluice, but if Bran wasn't going to be working all day, I did this on level 1. Why not? There was no reason to do it any higher, and I kind of just raced through that one. There was one more delve to try out, but unfortunately it wasn't available. I think that's going to come around with Season 2, so we'll just have to wait and see for that one. And then the moment we've all been waiting for. That's not allowed here. Okay, let me get downstairs. Oh god, I need to get hit by another car. Jeez! Come on. Okay. And from this point forward, I drove around in the car pretty much the entire rest of the day. Obviously, when I first got into it, I drove around consistently for about 10 minutes, just having some fun. And I can honestly say that I feel like my first impressions are, it's a bit janky, you know? It is new, it's primitive, mechanics are basic, the bouncing when you hit walls is silly, but I will not say any of that took away from how fun it was, all right? Driving around in the car in World of Warcraft, great time. 10 out of 10, loved it. My only complaint is that the car was actually probably a bit too fast, but as you go throughout the day and as you go throughout the quests and storylines, etc., you'll find out you can get upgrades for the car, which give it better handling, better control, etc., etc., which made it a lot more enjoyable to drive. Now, scattered around the Undermine are these trash piles. It's kind of like a little mini game. You stand there, you swing away, clearing piles of trash. You get loads of blobs falling down on the floor. You got bombs to kick away. I've only seen like resonance crystals, some currency being dropped from there, but I do feel like there is a rare elite if you can max out this mini game. So I'm going to be farming those just to see if we can get it to trigger. Now, I'm not going to go into the main storyline because I think that would be a little bit unfair on people. However, there is quite a few side stories, and I reckon I was able to get about 80% of them done in like a solid 8-hour gaming session. There are a fair amount of rares to kill and repeatable events. This is going to be your main source of reputation once you completed the main storyline and obviously all of the side quests. Now, without giving too much away, I really like the fact that we got outside of the Undermine and I got to go to somewhere like BFA. I'm not particularly familiar with it, being a new player to the game, but I think it is a good sign of things to come. Where can this expansion take us? What is coming next? Now, the only two complaints I've got is, one, it was incredibly laggy. The game was so far behind my key presses. Trying to hit a combination or a rotation was just impossible. I know it's only questing and side stories, but it was a little bit frustrating to play. And I also did have to request the stuck character service once trying to open a magical chest. So that was a little bit of a nuisance. I was able to get myself on top of all of the pipe work. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do this, but I managed to do it in the middle of a quest. I jumped off a ship and I managed to land up there. Obviously, being a Dragvir really helped with that. And running around the back of the Galagio, I managed to run into a rooftop raptor. I have no idea what it was. I was able to pet it, so maybe it's part of an achievement, but I thought that was pretty cool. Now, all in all, I had a really good time. I wasn't expecting much from the Goblin area. I really wasn't looking forward to the aesthetics, and that was actually the part that pleased me the most. I think it's really great what they've done. I thought the whole area was fantastic, and I cannot wait for all the mythic dungeons and raiding and everything to come out later next week. So far, having a great time, and I hope you guys get to as well.